the Christian beheading of a satanic statue, drama in Iowa. Um, in a dramatic turn of events at the Iowa State Capitol, Michael Cassidy, a former U.S. Navy fighter pilot and ex Republican candidate, was arrested for destroying a Baphomet statue installed by the Satanic Temple of Iowa as part of their Christmas display. Cassidy, aged 35, was charged with fourth degree criminal mischief. I love the charge of criminal mischief, by the way. Like, I just love that that's an official thing. I'm charged with mischief. After he decapitated the statue and dismantled the display, claiming his actions were, quote, to awaken Christians to the anti Christian acts promoted by our government. He expressed his conviction, stating, the world may tell Christians to submissively accept the legitimization of Satan, but none of the founders would have ever considered government sanction of satanic altars inside Capitol buildings as protected by the First Amendment. This incident, which Cassidy describes as a stand against the mainstreaming of anti Christian values, has sparked controversy and debate over religious expression in the First Amendment. Cassidy, who unsuccessfully ran for the Mississippi House of Representatives, has seen support through a fundraising campaign for his legal defense, indicating the divisive nature of the act and the complex interplay of religious freedom and political expression in contemporary America. So let me give background for people who do not understand. So in the Iowa State Capitol, they have a Christmas display, which means that by law, they have to make it available for other faiths to have displays representing their symbols and beliefs. And so the Satanic Temple chapter of Iowa made a display in the Iowa State Capitol celebrating Sol Invictus. I believe that is what they celebrate during this time of year. And the display featured a Baphomet statue with like a very funky goat head made out of like reflective mirrors. And it also had satanic symbols and a display that explained what their tenets are, what their commandments are, right? And there was this guy who ran for the House of Representatives in Mississippi. And I don't know why he was in Iowa, but he was in Iowa and he was at the state capitol and he saw the satanic display. And he was so outraged by it that he just went up to it and started destroying it. And in one quote he gave media was essentially that, he says that he is subject first to God's laws before he's subject to American laws. I'm paraphrasing. And so he was moved to destroy this statue because also he thinks that there is no way, shape, or form that the founding fathers ever had this in mind or would ever tolerate this when they formulated, the First Amendment and the Establishment Clause. So this man hates our founding values and our sexy, sexy Bill of Rights, and I'm glad he exposed himself for it. And he's been charged. He was arrested.
I can't
Yep.
even say that. Why does he have it? What is this thing on his head? Sorry, I was away.
Oh, it's just a joke. Like that's what the goat head looked like after he beheaded it. Yeah.
Oh,
He like broke it beyond repair and the Satanic Temple is pressing charges against him and they're also working on like remaking their display.
does he not know that this helps the Satanic Temple because you just made them more featured in the
Relevant?
news?
Yeah.
They became relevant. Their statue got like this is what they want. Like you're playing into their hands, which is great, by the way. And this
Yeah,
is
exactly.
getting them more publicity, more exposure, more donations, more funding. We're talking about it. I'm pretty sure many other people are talking about it. Like, what does he got a criminal record? The Satanic Temple got publicity. So
Yeah.
so I don't know why he's so proud of himself. Like, I don't know what's up. I don't understand. Yeah.
It's so funny
Um,
Darko saying he really showed that Satan what's what.
yeah. And they're going to be able to rebuild the Yeah, I don't understand. What the hell?
It was
Okay.
just so funny because, a Christian beheading was not on my bingo card for the holiday season.
Yeah. Yeah. Christ- Well, I mean, to be fair to Christians these days, they at least behead um not living people, so that's good. That's good.
Yeah, just a random
It's an improvement.
statue. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? I'll take it.
Maybe I'll take it. I'll take it. Maybe one day we have the Islamic world only beheading statues and not the real human beings. That would be an improvement.
Mhm,
Um.
mhm, mhm.
All right. So we have a super chat. Oh, let me see. Actually, there's any comments here. But oh yeah, actually, never mind. Let's do this. First Amendment for me, but not for thee. Exactly. He most certainly is a hero. He had the courage to resist evil. God bless him. I don't know how he thinks he resisted evil. He promoted evil. I mean, based on what you call evil. Yeah, so there's that. But yeah, let's do the super chat and then move on to the next news.
So Super Chat is from Deep Learner, who gave us €5. Thank you, Deep Learner. Saying, how is Iran's economy so strong that they can fund so many organizations like Hamas, etc., in other countries? Mm,
I mean, it's not strong and it doesn't take
Yeah.
much to fund Hamas. I mean, it is very expensive for Iran to fund Hamas, but technically, relative to a country's entire GDP, it doesn't take that much. I mean, it's still a lot relative to what the Iranian government could have done with that money if it spent it on its own people. But I don't know, like again, you have to understand when you're talking about a country's GDP to the funding of Hamas. If you compare that, you will see they will be able to cover it. It is still a huge cost that comes at the expense of a lot of people in Iran not getting their basic needs met, but it is doable by a country like Iran. You know, you just go compare a country's entire GDP to how much funding a group like Hamas needs. It is doable. It comes at a huge cost, but it is doable. But thank you for the super chat. Maybe with these super chats, one day we will have our own Atheist Republic militia.
Oh,
That's our goal. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
for legal
I mean,
purposes, that's a joke.
well, I mean, it's not. It wouldn't be legal. We would just provide protection services to ex-Muslims. You know, that's what we would. If Atheist Republic had a militia, we would ex-Muslims who can we can verify that are in danger. We will just send them as bodyguards. This is what we would do. I'm just kidding, by the way. This will never happen. Don't think like I'm delusional, but I'm just saying, like, in a fantasy world, we will have so much money that we will provide legal and protection services to apostates that are facing threats. You know.
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of, someone in our live chat just appeared, the Muslim apologist, and I believe they were reacting to the title of our stream about the teenager, the child that was assaulted and tortured by his family for rejecting Islam, saying this wasn't the correct way to do it. Sharia law is supposed to be the law of the land, and then he would be tried in Islamic court for his treason, but he would
Mm.
get a chance to recant. Oh, it sounds so loving when you put it like that. Fucking joke. You don't even know how you sound to other people. You don't. You clearly don't.
Unless he's trolling. Unless he's trolling. Um. Oh yeah, Yusuf saying thanks, guys. Appreciate the insights. Thank you. Oh, and we also had this one I wanted to highlight from Bangladesh on
Oh.
Facebook. Somebody saying watching from Bangladesh with a heart emoji. Thank you. That's beautiful. Do you know who makes the most amazing, gorgeous, and other adjectives that I can't use here on YouTube? Blasphemous art ever? We do! And for some reason, we are giving it away for free. Download them now using the link in the description before we change our mind.